What's up, guys? This is Adam the Bee's Knees, and today we are going to be taking on Alpha of the Rocky Mountain Marowaks for the NPL. Now, we are coming off of a loss, a pretty hacky one. Well, more or less, but still, I want to put in a good step forward because, I think Alpha is a good opponent, and I just want to win. So, yeah, this is post-com, by the way, because I'm sick and coughing. I'm still sick, and I had like 3 interruptions during the live match, so and I don't really like how that turned out. So there's that. But his team is the Victini, the Delmise, Hydrogen, Nano, Crobat, Tibalion, Heliolus, Gastro, Dodrio, Crustle, and Guard. Victini, of course, huge threat. I think Special is probably more likely because it deals with Blastoise, or he would be a berry to deal with Blastoise because it does get bolts, right? So if you wanted to run physical, Mamoswine also really hurts, especially with Ice Shard. So those two are must. So that being said, I feel like the Gastrodon can come because it definitely deals with the Mega Beedrill and for some extent Jirachi. In testing, Crustle was brought, and it could be a threat reasonably. Shell Smash could be annoying, but I don't know. Heliolus probably won't come, as will the as will Dodrio. And then Mega Gardevoir is a probable cause because Beedrill does come in every time Gardevoir is out. Crobat is decently nice. It could just be a pivot or something. Cavalion is probably also going to come because steel and fighting is pretty good versus me. It doesn't hit Jirachi, but still, Sword Stance in close combat can do some wonders, and it also outspeeds a lot of my team. Delmise could be a good Jirachi counter, deals with Beedrill too, and Blastoise, so I definitely can see that coming. Also is a great Beware check, and then Hydreigon can come because it's Choice Scarf Hydreigon outspeeds any flinchy thing I want except for Jirachi and can hit me up pretty hard. So there's that. My team versus him, it's pretty decent. Like I said, I don't have that much for ammo up, so I have to rely on my physically defensive Pokemon for that, and that's going to be their main role. Also, I have to deal with Victini, which is always annoying to deal with, but let's hop to the team builder here. Okay, so up first we have Jirachi here. Now it is max HP, max def because I can take a Shadow Ball, pretty much the same if I was careful or not. And then I have an Adamant Nature that actually comes in pretty decent in the game. And I have 4 in speed in case he has a max whatever Gardevoir or Victini, which I don't think he will, but you never know. And then leftovers because that deals Shadow Ball better from Gardevoir. And I have Iron Head, Heart Stamp because I can at least try to flinch the Gastrodon down. I could have had Energy Ball, but Stealth Rock is nice, and Thunder Wave. I can T-Wave anything and then Iron Head or Heart Stamp. He really doesn't have that much for the combination of those moves. He actually doesn't have really anything besides a really bulky Delmise and Victini. But Victini doesn't want to get healed. Up next, we have the Victini / Mamo counter and Cavalion. A lot of rolls for Blastoise this week. It is Assault Vest in case Victini is a special attacker. HP Grass so Gastrodon does not wall me. Aura Sphere is to hit Cavalion. Scald, everything else, and then Spin. Delmise is a great check for this guy. Other than that, not much really wants to take a Scald or plus Aura Sphere. So there is that. Assault Vest is pretty nice. You can definitely take an Energy Ball or Thunder. I can't take 2 Thunders, maybe 2 Energy Balls. I don't remember. But yeah. And then Persian, which is a great physical wall for Mamo and for stuff like the Delmise and even for Cavalion, because what Fake Out allows me to do is actually live a jolly non-life orb post combat. I can take 2 of those or plus 2. Hardened Shot 2, and I also have Shadow Ball here because this also hits the Gardevoir, which Foul Play wouldn't do that much, and it also hits the Cavalion at least for neutral damage. Ironically, Persian has a higher special attack, so that's why I'm running Shadow Ball. Fake Out is just there for the chip, to break a Mamoswine sash, and to get my leftovers back. Because with Fur Coat, even though this says 60, I take nothing from some hits. It's weird, it's wild, it's crazy. Then we have a Power Herb intake for Gastrodon. I have to run Adamant because of the extreme speed. And I have enough speed to outspeed a Jolly Mamoswine. The rest is an attack, because an extreme speed hits everything hard. Unfortunately, I'm not banded, but you know, oh well. And then Stone Edge hits the Dodrio, which I mean, but it hits the Bikini, as well as a Mamoswine and Crobat, whereas Bulldoze wouldn't hit the Crobat. And you know, Stone Edge, I don't want to miss it, but it's still there. And then we have Choice Scarf Togekiss. Now, the speed on this is very key because I actually outspeed a +2 Crustle, which is cool, and can pretty much kill him. So I cannot run that much bulk, and I have Air Slash, which I'm going to be hitting 100% of the time, unless he has switch-ins such as the Cavalion, such as the Heliolisk, which both do not like the Aura Sphere, and then Deepleap is in case Hydreigon is a super threat, and his Choice Scarf, I can take Flash Cannon and I can kill him. And then we have Mega Beedrill, comes in every time on the Gardevoir. Outspeeds Crustle as well. Tail Stinger is pretty nice, the hidden tech, but this guy really could have loved to have Drill Run because Cavalion does wall this thing, but I don't know. I kind of do regret that a little bit, but oh well. And then knockoff it's the Delmize. So going into the game, he brought everything I expected besides the Hydreigon and besides the Mega Gardevoir. I think that this team's pretty cool. Victini's always scary. Cavalion actually does put in some work. After looking over my team, Mamoswine is hitting hard, and then these two in the middle are kind of just obnoxious to deal with. So he brought a really good team. I think he brought some of the best that he could bring. And now, that being said, we're going to start this battle, and I guess we're going normal speed. So I'm going to lead off with Blastoise here, and he's going to lead off with the Gastrodon. Now, I do have... Okay, let's try that again. I do have the HP Grass, and I'm like 50% sure he's Grimdo. He actually, I don't know what he is. He's not Leftovers, he's not Rocky Helmet, but I don't want Blastoise getting toxic because Blastoise deals with the Mamoswine, the Victini, the Cavalion, and Crobat. Like, you can take all of them on, Scald burn them, or hit, at least burn the Crobat, burn the Cavalion, and burn the Mamo, and hit Bikini. Super effective. Also, Delmize could come out, so I think a safe switch-in is my Jirachi. I actually do not get 2-8 KO'd by an Earth Power, and I do call that right. So from here, I'm not sure, I think I just clicked the Heart Stamp. See, yeah, I clicked the Heart Stamp. I could have gone for Rocks, but I didn't want to take an Earth Power Scald. Also wanted to see if it was a Rocky Helmet Gastro. Or Leftovers, or whatever. And this guy comes in. I don't want to take a Shadow Claw, so I go into Persian. And this is a crit. And that does 21%. He's not banded or anything, but still. Persian has very good defenses. I'm going to go for Hardened Shot here, get all the momentum. And I'm going to actually go at the Jirachi. Because looking at my team, I actually didn't plan prep that hard for Gastrodon. Because the Blastoise doesn't want to be poisoned, so I go for Rocks here. I think I go for a flinch here with a Heart Stand, as I do. I could have went for Iron Head, right? Huh? I don't know. But he does get the flinch, and I do switch into the Persian. I brain fart, didn't think he had forgot he got Rapid Spin, so I mean, I guess I would have made that play either way. I actually go for foul play here. Bad mistake, because he goes into Cavalion, which gets the attack raise. So I really thought he would stay in, honestly, because I don't have that much else for a Delmize because of Anchor Shot, and I don't know, I thought he would over-predict me, right? But he just goes out of the Cavalion, so that puts me in a squeeze. I go into Blastoise, and this damage reveals he's +1. He is as non-defensive, non-offensive pretty much as he can be. He's only got like 100 or so in attack. He's not life orb. I'm thinking he's scarfed at this point. But Blastoise can take the hit, and I think I fire off I don't recall. I fire off the HP grass, so there goes Gastrodon from ever coming back in. Now from here I go into Persian to take the power whip, which does not do anything. I'm actually going to click the parting shot on this Crobat, and I'm going to go right into Jirachi, because unless he's Nasty Plot, he cannot deal that much damage to me, and I want to just start honestly flinching him down. And he goes Mamoswine, and I actually go for Thunder Wave. Really bad play. Not a bad play, but I didn't expect Mammo to come in. So Persian it is, and it does take a good amount from this. So he's definitely offensive. He's Life Orb clearly. I was going to go for the Fake Out to actually get more Leftovers recovery, and this also reveals he's not Leftovers, so I'm really thinking he's the Rindo set. Parting Shot because I outspeed, and I'm going to go into the Jirachi because I know I can take an Earth Power. But he goes for the Scald, and unfortunately for him, he does not get the burn, which is nice. And I overpredict here again and go for the Thunder Wave. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to click Iron Head over and over again. When I click it, I said to myself, if I get Scald Burn, I can live with it. Okay, it's not going to put me in the best position, but I do not have a Gastrodon answer, and he does not actually get the Scald Burn then. So, I'm going to flinch him down some more, and he gets the recover off. I'm glad he's not Leftovers, and I'm also glad I'm Adamant, because I wouldn't do that much if I wasn't. And he gets the other Scald off, and he does not get the burn. So, you know, I'm not going to say I was unlucky by any means here. He could have definitely burned me, and that would have changed the battle a little bit. He's Custap though, and he goes for the Memento. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's going to have a Swords Dance Cobalion or a Nasty Plot Crobat. It's the only reason he has Memento. And I'm thinking, well, two things. Actually, one thing. I'm in my head. I'm saying, oh, it's fine. I'm just going to Thunder Wave whatever comes in. And he goes into the Crobat here, and I'm gonna Thunder Wave it. No big deal. And he subs, and I'm like, okay. Now, I did not actually do the calc here, but I'm like, I really need to break this thing sub, and without a Nasty Plot, it can't hurt me that bad, right? So I'm gonna click the hard stand, and I actually, after he Nasty Plots, I'm gonna hit the sub, and I do break it. If he was max HP, it's a roll. If he's pure offensive, I break it every time. So I'm gonna go for it again because I do not want him to set up a sub. And I believe on this time I'm gonna click Thunder Wave because I don't think he's gonna click sub. I think he knows I'm gonna set myself. He misses the Heat Wave. It wouldn't have taken me out. It would have done 60, but it does suck because I do get the Thunder Wave off, and I'm like, well, GG on this thing. I'm just gonna get rid of it with my Jirachi. But for some ungodly reason, he gets off not one Heat Wave, but he gets off 2 Heat Waves and takes my Jirachi out. Not that big of a deal here because with this thing pretty much dead, Jirachi could not have taken a hit from the Victini, this thing, and it couldn't have really touched Cobalion, so I didn't really need it. But it definitely played a really good part in this game. And I am Scarfed, and it doesn't matter, I guess, either way, but I take that thing. And he goes into Mammo, and I'm going to go hard out into my Persian. And he goes for the Icicle Crash there, and I'm like, well, I'm basically dead at this point. I want to save this thing, and I'm going to go for a Fake Out initially. And he goes Cobalion. Could have seen that coming. Yeah, I thought it would just kill me. But I predict him to go for the close combat here, and I go into Blastoise. Now, I think he's Scarfed, so I'm going to pivot back into Togekiss on this close combat. And he does go for close combat, so I'm like, okay, he's Scarfed. And I'm going to fire off my Air Slashes here. And he actually goes into Victini. I get a crit, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have just stayed in and air slashed. But, you know, that also sucks. And he's gonna go for Valiant again, and I think he Scarfs. So I'm gonna go to Blasters on the Iron Head. Because I'm like, okay, great, I can take 2 Iron Heads, and I actually have Ore Scrape. But he's actually not Scarf, so I could have stayed in theoretically. Which I do go back out, and I click the thing again, and he stacks off Delmise. So Togekiss has racked up, what is it, 3 kills now, which is very cool. Glad I didn't miss that because his Iron move would have killed me. But he goes Mammo here, and I know I can take an Ice Shard, so I'm gonna actually go for another Air Slash, bring him down because, well, okay, now that crit really sucks. But I was gonna bring him down to at least 1 or 2 Life Orb hits. I would have gone out into Persian on the next Ice Shard. I would have attempted to fake out or parting shotted. Either way, this one would have been dead. So, and I don't need Persian at this point because I'm thinking to myself, if I get it in Air Slash off, and I can take him off with the Extreme Speed and the Knockoff or U-Turn or whatever. So, that was my logic, and he goes into this thing, and I click the Air Slash. I get the flinch, but I don't want to risk the miss. Not when I don't have to. Oh wait, well, I missed there. Never mind. I die. So Togekiss gets 3 kills, 4 kills, 4 kills. So very good work on Togekiss' part. So I go into Persian here. I don't care if he sets up. I just want to get as much damage as I can. That way, Beedrill and Intake can take him out. I don't even think he can kill my Intake. So initially I'm going to go for Fake Out, and I'm going to get the flinch. I'm just going to fire off Shadow Balls here, in case he does Swords Dance, and he does. So I'm going to fire off a Shadow Ball. This 100% puts him in any range in the world that my Beedrill and Intake can take care of. And he actually goes for the Iron Head here. Doesn't flinch, doesn't even kill me, and I crit him. So that really just messed the differential up, but I do feel bad. I got like 8,000 crits and 8,000 flinches on 4 Alpha. So, sorry Alpha. He'll do fine. He's a great battler. He's definitely the most improved battler pretty much anyone I've ever met. So, yeah, check out him below. He's a cool dude. Real cool kid. So if you guys enjoyed that Flinch-a-Rooney and Crit-a-Rooney, leave a like and pray for Alpha and his well-being.